Okay, this is the video tutorial on the 20-foot pontoon boat. I nicknamed it the Bourbon Barge. First thing you want to do, this boat is 31 years old, including the motor. First thing you need to do when working the boat, under the left-hand side is your main fuel tank, your battery, okay? You also have a spare fuel tank. They're both 5 gallons, and should the main fuel tank run out, you can simply disconnect the fuel line here and run it across the side over to the other fuel tank, so you don't have to actually move the tank. You can just move the connector hose. Okay, first thing you need to do is turn the kill switch to on. It says green on. Also, your battery will be pointing straight up and down. The other thing you need to do is prime the primer bulb a few times. Get it nice and hard. Okay, it's got plenty of fuel. Then the key goes here underneath. Okay, now in order for the boat to start, the shifter has to be in neutral. I marked it. Okay, but the motor will not start if the motor is not in, or the throttle is not in neutral. Okay, and should fire right up. Now you do have a throttle control right here, so you can actually rev the motor up here while you're idling at the dock. Okay, but to put the boat in gear, the throttle has to be down. Okay. You do have, the boat will top out at about 20 miles an hour, and I just ask that you keep the RPM gauge here on this side of the tape that I've marked. That's 4,000 RPMs. That'll get you around 15 to 20 miles an hour. I'm just trying to extend the life of this motor, which is 31 years old. You do have switch here. One switch works your deck lights. Second switch works your anchor light. Okay, up top you've got floodlights on the front, but that's not important because we're not supposed to be driving this boat at night. And then over here you've got a water pump if you want to do a wash down of the boat or your feet or whatever. I do keep a cooler on the boat for your drinks or food or whatnot. And under the seats you've got your life jackets. I have a small toolbox and an extension cord if you want to charge the battery overnight. You do have an anchor with about 60-70 feet of anchor line, and extra bumpers. And under this seat, nothing here, and likewise a fire extinguisher here and fire extinguisher here. Okay. The boat is rated to hold 11 people, but I would ask that you don't keep more than 7 on board. Don't want it to turn into a party house. Also, when you're securing the boat at the dock, please make sure you try to anchor it at least on 3 points. I've got the boat tied up on 3 spots at the moment. And also, when you're operating the boat, make sure that all your tie lines, your deck lines, are secured inside the boat. I don't want them dragging outside in the water and maybe get caught in the propeller. So that is a short tutorial on the boat. And as I said, if you just keep the RPMs to about 4,000 at max, the boat will go about 15-20 miles an hour, which is more than enough speed for this boat, for this lake. Okay, and then when you take the key out, you turn it all the way to the left, and when you're done for the day, please turn the switch completely off. Okay, and that will make sure the battery doesn't run down overnight. And that, lastly, I keep a tarp on board, and when you're done, could you please cover the seats, the control panel, and the captain's chair. This tarp is big enough to cover the other seat on the boat if you could just secure it at 4 points, just to keep water moisture, especially off the control panel and the captain's seat. and that would be much appreciated. I do have these. I do have these tie clips at 4 points where you can just connect the tarp on there and tie it down securely. And that is the short tutorial on the pontoon boat, also known as the bourbon barge. And I hope you have lots of fun. Thanks.